Alrighty, we're just gonna make us a short hunt this afternoon. It's one of them deals where I didn't think I was gonna get to go, and I ended up getting to go. So this won't be a real long hunt, but maybe quite a few hours actually. But the river has come up, it's flooded. So I got a mind of some pine hills and some new cutover that I'm fixing to go check. And shoot, we'll see what we see. This is my first hunt with Cracker here. My Selfbow that I killed 2 hogs with it, but it got a crack in it, and I've patched it up. But anyway, it's holding. I've shot it a whole lot, and it's liable to blow up any minute, but I have some pretty good confidence in it, so maybe not. So it's cold. It's about 50 degrees right now. It was 24 this morning. Beautiful, beautiful day. Let's quit yapping and ease on in here and see if we can find a kill. Let me show you guys something that late season scouting will show you. This is a brand new edge right over here. This clear cut, this cut over. See the pines? I'm walking just outside where everything's fell, where it's easy to walk. But guess what? The game do the same thing. The deer, they've created a trail right here going around. You know, that's what they mean by transition areas. They've created a trail since this has been cut. Look right here. I don't know if you can tell it, but this is a beat down trail right here. Goes right through. And the only reason this trail is here is because of that cutover right there. This is why you scout. This is next year. I mean, you could have sat right here last year and not seen anything because there wouldn't have been a trail here. You might have seen a random deer somewhere out here, but now this could be especially during the pre-rut and rut movement, this could be an on-fire spot right here, or just a regular travel place. So this is why you get out and scout. I've hunted this place forever. But it's a new place now because this cutover makes it new to me. Makes it a new, sort of a new place. They got this wore out. You come through here this time next year, I bet you there'll be rubs everywhere right here. You gotta stay out, burn some boot leather if you want to be successful. Alrighty, we're at location number 2, and I'm already liking this. This is looking kind of promising. We got a good wind too. So it's noisy, but first part is to see them, and then we'll worry about the rest after that. Let's go see if we can see one. I'm glad I came in here. I'll be surprised if we don't see hogs in here before dark. Look at that. This looks promising right here. Very promising. Oh, a deer sign in here too. There's a big green field back here. I'm coming in from the back side for the wind. So I don't know if I'll even be able to find it right here. But we got a good wind, unless, I mean, can never tell where they're gonna be at. But let's keep on easing in here looking. Beautiful place, beautiful. A lot of water in here, a lot of flat, like cypress flats in here. A lot of sign in here too. This looks good. Yep, I thought I was on the wrong road, but I'm on the right road. I see the field up there. Let's keep on walking up there and see what we see. Man, if you wanted to talk about a food plot from heaven, There's that's a crabapple tree right there. And that's a persimmon tree right in there. And that's a big crabapple tree right there. This is destroyed in here. A lot of this is, I see a lot of boot tracks. So this is probably, I mean, they may be a pig here in 5 minutes. But it's, I would think, nocturnal. I mean, you can't ever tell though. With the cold weather, they be eating anytime. But I just ain't a food plot sitter, so I ain't gonna stay right here. I'm gonna get back in those pines. Really, if you get into hunting a plot like this, it's hard to get. I mean, you'll see animals, but it's really hard to get a shot. You can't sneak up on him out here in this, and you just luck of the draw if he comes out on you close enough to shoot. So I'd rather get out there in them pines. There's a lot of sign out there, and that would be. I mean, you have a better chance on sneaking up on him as opposed to just seeing him out here. You know, a lot of people ask, how do you hunt hogs? You know, down here on foot. There's no secret recipe to it. It's really, really simple. I'll just sum it up for you. First, you got to be where there's some at, meaning sign, fresh sign. And then, you know, you're either going to hang out. I prefer not to do that because they may not be back here for a week, but they were here recent. So I try to walk in the freshest sign I can find, stay in it, while covering ground pretty slow and listening. If I ain't in no sign, I'm gonna go pretty fast. But if I'm in sign, I'm gonna ease around and just listen. And I hear them. I struggle with my directional hearing. I may hear them over there, and they actually be over there. But I hear them first almost every time. But you'll see them too. You'll see bushes moving. And like it's pretty still right now. And if we saw a single hog, it would be near impossible to get on him. But if we get on a group of hogs, we'll have a good chance because they'll be making so much noise that we can make some noise. Because you ain't gonna walk quiet out here in this stuff. So as far as until you see them or hear them, there's no use in like tip-tapping around here like you're trying to sneak up on a panther or something. You gotta cover ground and find them. Here we go. Here's a prime example of some unnoticeable hog sign. He was walking along right here, and something smelled just right, and he rooted his nose one time and picked it up. See where he chewed up that right there? No sign anywhere else. Don't always expect to see the ground tore up for hog sign. Big old trail coming out of there. Yeah. Little bitty spots like that. Sometimes that's all you'll see. Man, I ain't seen a squirrel one yet. I was gonna not let nothing go without getting shot at. This is beautiful in here. It's wet in places. And I'll come up on little roads and I'll follow them. And then it'll come to something like this I don't want to go across. And I'll walk across, parallel it and blam, there's another road. So I walk it a little ways, eyeball, and it's beautiful in here. I find all kind of spots, but I doubt I could find them again. I probably could if I tried. But then I'll go another ways and there's something else I don't want to cross, and go a little bit and there's another road. Long story short, I ain't got a clue where I'm at. But I got my compass right here on my neck. I can get out here with it. But I'm sure before dark I'll have to pull it out and get me a direction and head out of here. But I know where I parked the truck at, and I know the way I went in, and all I got to do is head southwest and go back to the truck. May have to go around some water or something. But what fun would it be if you knew where you was at all the time? This is cool. What even makes it better if it's dark and you ain't got no light, but I got plenty of lights. That's what I was telling you guys. I think I did a video the other day about getting familiar with how you navigate and confidence and all. I got a GPS in my back, and I'm ashamed to use it. I mean, if somebody was hunting with me, I wouldn't pull it out. I'd be embarrassed. But I didn't mark the truck anyway. But I could, I mean, you know, I could probably get that app on my phone that does all that stuff. But I truly enjoy this stuff. You know, deer hunting has evolved into where there's so many shortcuts you can take to kill a deer. It's legal to bait deer here in Georgia. And I've killed deer over corn. I'm not knocking a guy hunting over corn. I've done that before. It's just not what I enjoy. And there's, you got trail cameras. I got a couple trail cameras. But I don't, my biggest gripe about trail cameras is people trying to claim property with them on public land. I don't care if you use one or not, but don't think you own the place. But you got trail cameras. You got corn you can put out on private land. You got all kind of stuff. You got compounds that shoot 300 and something feet per second. People killing deer out to 100 yards with them. And you got all kind of stuff. And there's nothing wrong with none of this. Don't throw rocks at me. But when I shot a compound, a fast one, I think was 260 feet per second maybe. But now them jokers be smoking. And I mean, it's come a long way. The things you can use to make you successful deer hunting have evolved so much. But what hadn't evolved is the deer's ability to not get killed. I mean, you got the scent things, your scent suits, the thing you put on your tree that's supposed to hide your scent. You got all this stuff. And that's the deer's number one defense is his nose. And I wash my clothes in baking soda and I try to stay clean and hunt the wind. But our ability to kill a deer has grown so much, and the deer's ability to not get killed is just like it was 1,000 years ago. My point to all that is that's why I choose to hunt with one of these. I like to hunt. It don't have to be a big deer. I had corn poured out on private land a few years ago with a trail camera. I had an 8-point coming to it every evening. I went in there and killed a doe. And I wouldn't go back because I was scared the 8-point would come in. And I knew I'd shoot him, and I don't want to shoot an 8-point over corn. That's crazy. But it's not, I was killing the deer just for the freezer. And it was in between management area hunts where I could go in and hunt with my bow then. And I got nothing against people killing deer over corn. It's not, you know, it's legal, and it's especially the guy that's working 6 days a week, ain't got time for nothing. By all means, go shoot you one. But for me, I'd rather hunt just like I'm hunting right now. But that's I ran, I guess I was saying. I mean, if you live in South Georgia and you hunt with a gun or compound and you can't kill a deer, I expect you need to take up golf. I'm for real. I mean, there's deer everywhere. I mean, a 60-yard weapon is. I don't see how you could not hunt 2 days right here and not kill one. I don't get it. But, you know, the most fulfillment I get out of hunting is finding sign, just like they did, like Brother John showed me 20-something years ago when I started hunting with him in the swamps, looking for sign and just looking around you and knowing if it's a day or a nighttime place just from looking around and figuring it out. And, you know, and then it might be just an old doe you kill with that stick bow there, about 10 yards, but man, that's so accomplished. Way more than if I shot the 8-point on the corn pile. Get out this time of year. Walk, hunt you some private land, public, whatever. Get out, get familiar with it, and try to set a goal to shoot at least one deer, even with a compound or a gun, but do it like they did 100 years ago before all this other crap. I bet you it'll be the best deer you kill that year. The most enjoyable hunt. We are in some really good sign. Let me show y'all something right here. Do you see how sharp that edge is right there? Real sharp, but it's crumbled some. That track there is, the sun's not out today to dry it, so that means it's a little older. It'll look newer than it actually is, that's what I'm trying to say. But that track there is not a half a day old. If the sun was out, and it looked like it does now, with those sharp edges right here that's not crumbled, that would be like an hour or less. Man, there's some fresh sign in here. All you can do is walk in this fresh sign. If you see one, you do. If you don't, you don't. But this is how you do it. Well, it is prime time, and we are in knee-deep hog sign. Look out there. We are giving it our best. That's all you can do. Travel in good hog sign in the best wind you can. All this is fairly fresh. I would expect nothing's down in the wet spot right now. This is the higher ground here. They should be coming out of there from bedding, going down in here to fruiting this stuff where they're doing all this rooting, we think. Alrighty, this is the last food plot of the day. We're gonna name this one the Charlie food plot. But a Charlie Petrie hunted over here with us in October, and he killed him a doe on this plot here with a stick bow. I think me and him killed I killed one the same day, I think, that evening, or either I killed one the day after him, I can't remember. But anyway, we had us a good few days there. That may be the chestnut right over there. I don't know exactly which chestnut he was on. He wasn't hunting the food plot. He was hunting the chestnut. And he got him one. I don't know if there's any pig sign out here or not. Let's have a look and see. You may notice I name a lot of the stuff I do around here after my friends. Some adventures we had in here, and them, to me, them names stick, and to a lot of other people too. Mighty pretty. All right, we made it out without drowning in the water there, falling down, and we didn't see a pig. I'm sitting here on my tailgate. The road, we crossed the road there, and there's a lot of sign parallel with this road, and I was just going to sit here and listen. One thing I do, this is new ground to me. I've hunted this management area forever, but here is new to me. And there's a lot of sign in there, and there's definitely a lot of hogs using that. So right at dark, a good habit to have this time of year is to just sit here till black dark and listen. And the hogs are pretty vocal. They'll get out, they'll actually get in a frenzy right here about dark feeding. And go to fighting, and you might hear some. And that gives you an idea of where they're coming from, or where they first going into the, you help you be closer to figuring them out for next time. And anyway, some good, little bit of tiresome walking. We walked on roads a lot, old logging roads, but some good bit of mud, and I crossed 2 or 3 big runs of water there. And checked some food plots. Really a good afternoon. Shot the bow a little bit. It's holding together. Oh, cracker, my crack bow. But that's what we're doing. I thank y'all for watching my videos. I know this is probably boring as crap, but we ain't seen no critters, but we've been out here walking and having a big time. That's part of hunting. And we narrowed some spots down, and every time you set foot in the woods hunting, you're closer to that encounter. That's all you can do is keep stabbing at it. So we're going to sit here till dark and listen. Maybe want to squeal. We can get a line on them for next time. Thank y'all for watching my videos. Y'all keep the good Lord first. And see y'all next time.